Allah, you're the light that shines above. You're the reason I never give up. You're the one.
Makatuma bá program lọ a fi àsìkò yìí kí àwọn ọlọ́lá wa àwọn olùdarí wa tí wọ́n wà láàrin wa bíbá tí wọ́n fẹ́ bá wa jàmá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn náà ni president wa Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ kí a rí wọn pẹ́ nísìnyí báyìí a gbé kíní ìgbóhùn sí afẹ́fẹ́ yìí fún àwọn president wa láti bá a sọ̀rọ̀ bismillah.
Billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. All praises to Almighty Allah, the beneficent, the most merciful. The beginning, the number one without a beginning. The last without an end. I thank Almighty Allah for this opportunity to address you today. Mo kí gbogbo ilé, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, Ọlọ́run á bá mi dúpẹ́. Lẹ́yìn bí ọdún márùndínlógún tá a ti ralẹ̀ láṣeéṣe, a pẹnupọ̀ pé a fẹ́ kọ́ nǹkan kan sórí ilẹ̀. Gbogbo yìí dìde ẹ wá ẹ dáwó bí agbára yín ṣe tó. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Gbogbo àwọn alákòóso Nasfat wọ́n ní kí n dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Gbogbo bí tẹ́ ti mú owó ọ̀hún kò ní dòfo, a máa lé sí ni. Ẹ ṣe mọ̀ pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí orúkọ ẹgbẹ́ wa Nasrullah Ilifati, Ọlọ́run nìkan ni alárànṣe, kò sẹ́ni tó máa bọ́ wa kọ́, àwa náà lákọ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí orúkọ ilẹ̀ wa á ṣeé ṣe fún wa. Amọ̀kọ́ Ọlọ́run á bá wa kọ́, ṣùgbọ́n aláti gbárùkù tì. Àdúrà tiwa ní pé láàrin ọdún méjì ká ti parí ẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó fẹ́ jẹ́ pé ojoojúmọ́ ni gbogbo wa láti máa dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ṣáláṣí yìí. A ti ṣàlàyé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀, kì í ṣe mọ́ṣáláṣí nìkan. Ní àdúrà tèmi sọ́lọ́run ní pé èmi ò bá wọn kírun bẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ ò ní fà mí lọ́wọ́ débẹ̀, mi ò ní tẹ ọ̀pá débẹ̀. Ẹ ṣeun o, Ọlọ́run á bùkún yín, Ọlọ́run á bùkún àpò yín. Nǹkan kejì tí mo fẹ́ sọ, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ti ń gbọ́ ohùn, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ti gbọ́ ìdajì, àwọn ẹlòmíì gbọ́ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tán, àwọn ẹlòmíì ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ náà gbọ́, wọn ò tiẹ̀ gbọ́ dókè. Mo wá ní ó tọ́ kí n dúró wájú yín kí n sọ bó ṣe rí. Láti bí oṣù mẹ́fà, to be precise, láti oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2016 láti wà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ bóyá Alhaji Akínbọ̀dé fẹ́ dúró pẹ̀lú wa tàbí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ. Ohun tó kọ́kọ́ sọ ní pé constitution tá a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe ipò sọ pé lọ́dún márùn-ún àwọn láti máa yí ipò wọn, káwọn máa sọ bóyá àwọn fẹ́ dúró tàbáwọn ò dúró. Tẹ́ bá rántí 2011 ni constitution yẹn came into force. So ọdún karùn-ún àkọ́kọ́ ìyẹn force sí December, wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ò ní tọwọ́ bọ̀wé kankan, àwọn ò ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé àwọn fẹ́ dúró tàbáwọn ò dúró. Báwo la ṣe ń ṣe léyìí? Ẹ má jẹ́ á ṣe báyìí. Mo foríkorí pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn mi, mo kọ̀wé sí wọn wípé constitution ló supreme, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ti ń ṣe chief missioner kan tó ṣe constitution ipe constitution yẹn ò wá lè padà sẹ́yìn kó affect wọn ipe kan gbà pé provision tó wà nù constitution lórí ipò wọn yẹn o kò affect wọn. ìgbà tó di December wọ́n ní ó kù ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì pé àwọn ṣáà ń lọ ẹ má ṣe báyìí. mo pe àwọn tí mo mọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ń gbọ́rọ̀ sí lẹ́nu mo pè títí mo lọ sábùjá mo jókòó pẹ̀lú Sultan tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ Nàìjíríà as olórí mùsùlùmí mo lọ bá Sultan gbà mí o ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ rí o níṣojú mi ni Sultan ṣe pè wọ́n. mo pe Professor Olóyèdé tó jẹ́ secretary sí Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs ní Nàìjíríà. Professor Olóyèdé wá síbí ó wájọ Jímọ̀ àjíjọ kí Jumat ń bí ni lẹ́yìn Jumat ó jókòó pẹ̀lú wọn. orí wa yí padà wọ́n wá ní àwọn ní ìkọ̀kan táwọn fẹ́ kó yí padà táwọn bá máa dúró. àwa pè gbogbo lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ Board of Trustees, Council of Directors, NEC àtàwọn ọ̀yà wa Women Council àníkọ́ jókòó kó tó di pé a ṣèpàdé yẹn àwọn Council of Elders wọ́n lọ bá wọn lé. àwọn ìyá wa mo mọ̀ kọ́ wà ń bí wọ́n lọlé wọ́n lọ bá wọn wọ́n kúnlẹ̀ wọ́n ké. mo tiẹ̀ gbọ́ ńgbà tó ń sọ fún mi pé aláàjì náà pé gbogbo àwọn làwọn jìjọ ń ké tó ń bẹ̀ra wọn. lẹ́yìn yẹn la wá pé ohun tó pè ní stakeholders meeting wọ́n wá ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìmọ̀ tiwọn ipe ohun tí ẹ̀sìn sọ ní pé nínú ẹ̀sìn Islam tó bá nẹ́gbẹ́ àáfàá òun ni olórí ẹgbẹ́ òun ló máa wà ní charge owó òun ló máa wà in charge management therefore wọ́n ní kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Board of Trustees wọ́n ní kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Council of Elders wọ́n ní kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ executive ipe wọ́n láti council gbogbo ẹ̀ ipe wọ́n wá ní committee tí chief missioner máa jẹ́ olórí ẹ̀. àwọn tó ń jókòó gbogbo wa wá wò tẹ́ bá ní constitution lọ́wọ́ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ section 14(3) ohun tó sọ ní pé tí àríyànjiyàn bá wà ká dá nǹkan tó ń pè ní arbitration panel kí ọ̀tún kó mú èèyàn wá kí òsì kó mú èèyàn wá ká wá yan chairman tó jẹ́ pé ó dùn mọ́ gbogbo wa nú. lẹ́yìn bíi ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì àwọn fa èèyàn tí wọ́n lẹ̀ wọ́n fa èèyàn méjì lẹ̀ àwa náà sì fa èèyàn méjì lẹ̀ ó wá ku ẹni tí ó darí wọn. apá méjèèjì wá agree lórí Professor Olóyèdé. gbogbo wa la mọ̀ Professor Olóyèdé bàbá mọ̀ à ń gbọ́rò yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó ń nọ́mọ tó ń ṣe jáàmù sí wọ́n ti ẹ̀ mọ́ bẹ ní mowó nítorí òun ni executive secretary of JAMB. ó wá ṣàlàyé pé òun ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbaṣẹ́ yẹn ni o pé iṣẹ́ pọ̀ ńlẹ̀ ipe wọ́n á ṣe ìdánwò ọdún ìtàn kóun tó ráyè tiwa. aṣá wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ láti bí oṣù mẹ́rin tá a ti yan Professor Olóyèdé wọn ò pe meeting kan nígbà tá a wò ó tó ń lọ bí oṣù kẹta nec wa ní kíní tí ń pẹ́ jù kò yẹ kó pẹ́ tó yìí àwa ní tó ń pè ní plan B ìpè àlọ́mú ẹlòmíì kó ṣe chairman ká palẹ̀mọ́ kíní yìí ńlẹ̀ kó tán àwọn àgbààgbà wa pè wá pé ká ní sùúrù ìpè tó bá ní ọ̀rọ̀ yìí délẹ̀ ta ló bá wa dá sí i tá bá ní Professor Olóyèdé kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ Professor Olóyèdé níbi tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ Islam tá bá mú ẹlòmíì ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ò ní mọ̀ wọ́n lè sọ pé kò lè ṣe kó má rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ Bọ́lárìnwá ni ẹni tó ń lọ mú tàbí kan ní kò lè ṣe kó má rí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ọ̀rẹ́ Akínbọ̀dé náà lọ mú ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ wípé ká dúró tì í la fi dúró ó wá ṣe mí láàánú pé lọ́sẹ̀ kejì sẹ́yìn Thursday Friday Saturday ìjọ mẹ́rin sígbà tá ní a máa launch foundation lórí ilẹ̀ mi ò sí Nàìjíríà mo wá rí mail ibi tí mo wà 9 hours difference bí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ sùn ní ibi tí mo lọ mo wá rí tán sọ Alhaji Akínbọ̀dé kọ ìwé wọ́n fi ránṣẹ́ pé àwọn ti dúró àwọn ti ní sùúrù tó sùúrù àwọn ti tó àwọn ń lọ àwọn ò ṣe chief missioner Nasfat mo wá rò lọ wájú ro ẹ̀yìn nítorí kì í ṣe nǹkan tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ lénìí àwọn ọ̀yà wa tán wà lẹ́yìn tán lọ́lé wọn mo mọ̀ kẹ́ ẹ máa jẹ́ mi lẹ́rìí ẹ̀yin bàbá wa tẹ́ wà ń bì tẹ́ ẹ lọ tó jẹ́ pé pẹ̀lú àgbà yín pẹ̀lú pò yín a mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe ń gbà tẹ́ débẹ̀ ọlọ́run níjó bàjẹ́ ọlọ́run alọ́rẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀mí yín ẹ̀yin ìyá wa náà tẹ́ ṣe gudugudu méje ọlọ́run kò níjó bàjẹ́ ọ ọlọ́run alọ́rẹ̀ ẹ̀mí yín gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti dúró nu kó da gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀ ó máa da ni gbogbo nǹkan yín ó máa da tàwọn ọmọ yín náà ó máa da àwa gba lẹ́tà wọn a kí wọn a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn ara ìdúpẹ́ wa náà ni ètò táwọn àfáà ṣe tó ń ṣàdúrà fún wọn lénìí wípé kò sí ìjà láàrin wa o kò sí aáwọ̀ láàrin wa bó ṣe wọn Ọlọ́run ní ìṣọ̀lá ẹ̀ wípé a gbìyànjú and à ń follow constitution ohun tí constitution sọ pé tí ilé bá ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ni ká ṣe òun là ń tẹ̀lé báyìí bí ó ṣe rí nìyẹn kọ́ ló ń ṣàánú wa wọ́n ní kí n sọ lóyìnbó ẹ̀rù tó ń bà mí tẹ́lẹ̀ ní pé ṣé màá lè sọ Yorùbá fún ìṣẹ́jú márùn-ún mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run kó fún mi sọ mo lè sọ ìṣẹ́jú márùn-ún. We had had a dispute, or let me be very clear. Alhaji Akínbọ̀dé declared a dispute in October. He said the constitution, the current constitution of Nasrullah Ilifati Society had stated or has a provision that says every 5 years the chief missioner must reapply that he wants to keep his position, and he will be in that position until he's 70 years old. And because the constitution came into force in 2011, the first 5 years will be in December 2016, that he is not going to apply. He is not going to stand in front of anybody to reapply. I look at it and that discussion with stakeholders, and I went back to him and wrote a letter to him that no constitution can be applied retroactively. Àwọn lọ́yà wà ń bí ipe ipò tó ti wà kan tó ṣe constitution ohun tó kọ síbẹ̀ wọn ò lè wá máa apply ẹ̀ sí fúnra mi ni mo sign letter tí mo fi ránṣẹ́. I signed the letter and signed the letter to him that the constitution cannot be applied to him retroactively. Therefore, his position as CM remains. He does not have to apply every 5 years to anybody. Come December, he called me again and said he had informed us that he's leaving. And this is December. I said, I wrote to you. This thing does not apply to you. You don't have to apply to anybody. He said he was leaving. I cried to everybody to assist me that this thing should not happen. I even cried to the Sultan, who is the Seriki Muslimi of Nigeria. I called Professor Loyede, who physically came to Lagos. We all prayed Jumat prayer on a Friday here. And he had discussion with Alhaji Akimbode. The women folk, in their large number, went to his house. They told me they all knelt down, they all started crying. Asking him he should change his mind. Members of the Council of Elders, they went to beg him in his house. Members of the Board of Trustees went to his house to beg him. Because I'm the president, I'm not going to talk about my personal effort. But those who know will tell you that also, only Almighty Allah knows who is saying the truth or doing the truth. I even went to Hajj and insisted that I will only share room with the chief missioner. Both in Mecca and Medina, we shared room for this purpose. Then the tone or the music changed. The Alhaji Akimbode then told us that it will only remain on certain conditions. So we called stakeholders meeting where NEC, Council of Elder, DOT, and the women gathered. His demands are that in Islamic jurisprudence, that's what he said, in Islamic life, the Imam is the head. The Imam is the chairman of the finance committee. The Imam heads a committee, and there is nothing like Council of Elders, there is nothing like Board of Trustees, there is nothing like Executive Council. I'm stating this because there were more than 50 people at the meeting, and you can cross-check. The minutes of the meeting is available. That was his demand. And the constitution is very clear. You will asitululai. I don't want you to start hearing stories. I want you to hear from me. The constitution is very clear. If there is dispute between any organ of the society, arbitration panel should be set up. Since the owners of Nasfat, they are the Board of Trustees, I'm sure the lawyers among us will let us know that you cannot register a non-profit organization in CAC without mentioning structures, without a Board of Trustees. That society will not be registered. So if we accede immediately to that request, it means Nasfat will be deregistered. So there was a dispute. We set up a dispute resolution panel called arbitration panel, and we had Professor Oloyede as the mediator, as the chairman, to mediate between the two groups. You all know Professor Oloyede, and you know his busy schedules. He came back to us to say we need to be patient with him, that he has just got the job of JAMB and he has to work hard until the first JAMB exam. Last week, 4 days to our Asheshe event, I was not in the country. I got a mail. Alhaji Akinbode said he is tired of waiting. He can no longer wait. He wants to walk away, that he doesn't want to wait again. His letter was accepted, and that is where we are. That as of this moment, Alhaji Akinbode is not the chief missioner of Nasfat Nasrullah Elifati Society of Nigeria. The constitution is very clear when we have a situation like this, and that is what we have done. May Almighty Allah in his infinite mercy forgive me, forgive all of us, and may Almighty Allah bless those who have spent sleepless nights in the last 6 months on this issue. This is a message I want to pass across to you. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Oh Allah, you're the light that shines above. You're the reason I never give up. You're the one